dose and I'll teach you. Reading red on the meter. One dose breaks the fever. Hard to find good love. One match isn't enough, but you fit like a tight glove. I'll hatch with just one touch. Bring the fire when I'm feeling cold. In the dark, let your light unfold. Don't mind doing what I'm told. Baby, I can melt when you're in control. Baby, take aim. Feeling plush, but it's not shame. This beast wants some beating. Smell the smoke in the atmosphere. One I can disappear. It's getting harder to breathe in here. Baby, take the wheel, I'm not seeing clear. We're on fire, so damn wired. Oh boy, when I feel you breathe, my lungs fill with gasoline.
Hello, everyone. I want to welcome you today to another day of Reignite Your Spark, your online virtual summit for the 14 days of hearing and listening and gathering from these experts and healers, women's empowerment coaches of secrets to letting go of the past, reviving your passion, and finally feeling seen, heard, and loved once again. Believe me, you're going to want to connect to them. You're going to want to learn from them and have the steps and the strategies that they're going to teach you from their life experiences, struggles, and breakthroughs that you can implement into your own life and learn from these experts in the Reignite Your Spark Summit. I'm your host, Christy Green Brown, and today we have got Miss Lauri Rubinstein. Did I say it right?
Rubinstein.
Rubinstein.
Yeah, got
it. Lauri is a friend, an advocate, entrepreneur, mother, wife, sister, educator, author, and athlete, and her combination of these attributes with more than 30 years, which she doesn't even look like that could be, years of leadership, beautiful young woman, sales training and speaking and building several success businesses, allows her to inspire her clients to create the business and the life that they want. Graduating with a BA in accounting, Lauri went on to earn her professional certified coaching designation through the International Coaching Federation, correct?
Correct.
And Lauri believes in creating a business around a lifestyle that fully expresses your genius. And when you do this and your life is in rhythm, you will be able to do what you love, impact the world, and regret nothing. Lauri's been featured in Valley Divas Networking Group, Women's SBA Network, NSA, Shift, and American Association of Teachers, several nonprofits, and There's some other
That's okay.
commerce. So today, let's welcome the beautiful Lauri Rubinstein to Reignite Your Spark Summit. Lauri's going to talk with us, I believe, about the joyful play RX there, moving beyond
Yes.
burn
Burnout.
and live our soul path. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. So welcome, Miss Lauri.
Thank you.
Wisdom girl.
Glad to be here, Christy.
You want to start telling a little bit about how you got to be where you are today? I know that kind of, gave the top nuggets there.
Yeah.
Give a little more.
Sure. With the joyful play, that journey started 24 years ago. I was 33 years old, and I found myself sitting on the floor of an empty condo I had just purchased, and my entire life had been turned upside down. And as I sat there, it was probably the worst time of my life. I had lost a child at birth. I was in the middle of a divorce. I had sold my house and I'd moved. And I had had all these goals and accomplishments that I had attached to 35 years old with, everything I thought I should be doing, create a successful business, marriage, kids, white picket fence, and that all blew up. And as I sat there, it was just such an important moment in my life. It was probably the worst moment of my life. And as I sat there, I started to feel this feeling. And I had a thought that I am the only one at this point now that could screw up my life. And it was such a weird thought, but as I said it, I felt the sensation in my gut, and I wasn't sure what it was, but it felt like joy. All of a sudden, I felt happy because in that thought, I also knew at that moment, now I could create what I wanted in my life, not what I was expected of or what I was supposed to be doing. And I decided I wanted more joy, I wanted more play, and I wanted to eliminate the drama. And the process I have lived the last 24 years, I call joyful play. And it's a journey, it's a practice, and it's a state of being. So that's how I got started. And that's what I've been doing for the last 24 years.
Wow. That's pretty powerful and deep there. So to go a little deeper with that, the importance of it, what's been the important part of that 24 years, you could say it's been like the number one kind of
thing. There's so much in that, but in a nutshell, it's completely changed my life, and I've been able to create exactly what I want to create. I want to help other people do that. But joyful play really gives you the tools to move beyond burnout, to have a life in rhythm, and to learn to care for yourself and live your soul's path without the guilt and without feeling selfish.
Especially today, with there being so many, which that can touch with individuals, it can touch with those that are in relationships, and those that are moms or soon to be moms. It's just like there's so many trays that's got, only so many hands can hold, right? So many trays.
Yeah.
And
as women, we carry a lot of them.
And I'm sure that a lot of the audiences out there today tuning in is going,
Yep.
yeah, I have an aha or two there. So, yes. Yeah. Because we kind of do everything for everyone else first. And like you without having that guilt or the shame, to have that joyful play
Yeah.
to. So can you go into about why is it critical to learn to care
Yeah.
for self without guilt a
Sure.
little bit?
Sure. When we don't put ourselves as a priority and really honor the time for ourselves, there's such a huge amount of impact with that, because we give, and like you said, we give and we give and we give, and we have all these plates spinning, and whether we're married or single or kids or single parent, we have so many things that we're doing, and we get exhausted and we get burned out and we get stressed out, which has so many health implications. We get overwhelmed, and it has a huge impact on our health when we stay in that we tend to stay in that state of fight or flight, and we don't come down from that. And then it also has a huge impact on our relationships, because when we're giving, and we're not receiving, and we're not giving back to ourselves, we're done. We're out of gas. And what happens is the people we love the most tend to get the worst of us.
Mm.
So there's a lot of implications of what happens when we don't care for ourselves.
You want to give us a few?
Besides the health and the relationships, you still, when we're not doing that, we find ourselves, a lot of my clients and myself, I found myself when I started this journey, I just felt like something was missing. I wasn't happy. And that's hard to live with over time. It's always feeling like there's something that you can't quite get to, and it's there and it's bigger. You have this sense and desire to impact and to serve and to be happy, just to have a happier life and be able to design it the way you want to live it.
Mm. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be that it's some, 6-figure businesswoman. It can pertain to them, yes, but it's also to a mom or someone like you were saying, that's
Raising
in a
kids. I think that's the hardest job on the planet.
yeah, that pertains to like from A to Z,
Yeah.
So yes, sounds like some medicine.
Yeah. And you made a good point, is that it's different for everybody. It's not just a 6-figure success. But what do you want to live? How do you want to live? What do you want to experience? And it's unique to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of it, because we are our own unique blueprint, and to be able to pull that out and to fully live that in that joy and that peace that you were talking about. And so I know that there's many ways that those out in the audience out there today tuning in, that there's going to be links below of how they can get in touch with you and learn more and have a consult to see if it's a good fit to work with you, which don't see why not, because there's lots to learn from Miss Lauri there. I tell you, she'll grab your hand and say, come on. Yes, but I do want to thank you for joining the summit and coming on board and sharing your expertise with the audience and myself. And I'm grateful for the audiences as well. Thank y'all for joining in today and listening. But before we go, I know that we've got kind of a little time off crunch that we've got to get on. And so what is the one thing that you'd want to leave the audience with before we get into the free gift?
The free gift. I think can I leave them with a few tools?
Sure.
To get started? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the ones that they can get from the link below, right?
They can get from the link below, and they can, and from the summit, the video. Just a couple of things to get started is to be curious. what is play for you? Sometimes we have preconceived notions about that. And play is unique to each person. And then 2, what is joy for you? And if you don't know, just pay attention to what you do that brings joy. Just notice. And then the third thing is to set aside, start small, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes for yourself and keep it. And then I want all your listeners and all the audiences to know how amazing you are. You're absolutely worthy, and you have everything you need to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish.
Yes. Thank you. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
And can I mention the free download?
Wait, yes, absolutely.
Okay. If they're curious and they want to explore a little bit more of what joyful play may be for them, I have a free playbook on my website, laurirubinstein.com, which you'll have the link for. It's just right on the front page. Just download the playbook, but it takes you through some steps and discovery questions that help you discover what is play for you, what is joy for you, and how do you put it together into joyful play, which energizes and revitalizes you.
Wow, lots of goodies.
Thank you, Christy.
Thank you for sharing and blessing everyone with all of those juicy goodies, joyful plays, right?
Happy to do it.
Yes. Well, thank you all for joining today. And thank you again, Miss Lauri, for being a part of the Reignite Your Spark Summit and for sharing your heart, sharing your expertise and your love, and helping to reach out and help those that need those ahas and those resonations with everything that you've spoke about today.
Yeah,
thank you again.
Thank you.
Every once in a while, every inch takes a mile. I've been walking this road for a long time, starting to feel like a steep climb. Every step that I take, feel my confidence shake. The finish line feels like it's so far away. Everything seems so much harder today. If I stop, will I lose what I've gained? Can I drop what's been causing me pain? When my grip starts to slip and I have to let go, I remember to flow. So let it be water, 'cause holding it's harder. Let go of the pain, let it fall with the rain. Let it be water, 'cause holding it's harder. Don't be afraid, you can ride out the waves. Getting hard to believe that I'll ever be free. Can't bear the weight of just carrying on. Why did I let myself take all this on? If I fail, will I drown in the shame? I'll be lost if I lose at this game. Up to my ears in these fears piled high. I break down and cry. Let it be water, 'cause holding it's harder. Let go of the pain, let it fall with the rain. Let it be water, 'cause holding it's afraid. You can ride out the waves. Every drop you can drop helps to lighten the load. The tears that you shed break the dam in your soul. Nothing's as scary as losing control, but what's underneath is worth more than the toll. So let it go, let it be water, 'cause holding it's harder. Let go of the pain, let it fall with the rain. Let